So if you're thinking about moving to another country, you need to follow these steps and plan them as quickly as possible, where you need to execute as quickly as possible, obviously. So when I moved to Paris in 2021, I did so many mistakes, right? I just thought I will just go to another country. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. I will let the adventure come to me. But that was a mistake. So I'll tell you exactly what you need to do before you arrive and then after you arrive, right? So the first thing is, if you choose your spot, right, where are you going to go? Don't focus on the quality of the apartment, the quality of the Airbnb, whatever it is. Just focus on location, all right? My uncle, who was into real estate, he always told me the three most important things when choosing an apartment are the three L's. So the first L is location, the second L is location, and you guess it, the third L is location. Because if you're in a good spot, whenever you are in a city, it gives you so much leverage when it comes to all kinds of things, right? So let's say you are in the center, or let's even say you just want to meet arts people, right? Or people from the arts industry, which is what I wanted to do when I moved to Paris in 2021. So in Paris, there is this area called the Marais, all right? Now, because I wanted to meet those people, and I knew that these people are mostly in the Marais, I chose to be there, right? I had a really small apartment, but it was in the right location. So all these bars where people used to meet, right? I could just walk there. I could walk there or, take the bike there. I was there in 5 minutes. You need to choose exactly where you need to be at all times. It doesn't help you if you're in the city of your dreams, but you live like 2 hours away, right? Especially when it comes to a city like Paris, right? People, they go to Paris every day and they have a train ride for around 2 hours, but they are living in Paris. So they lose 4 hours out of their day just to commute. You want to avoid that. It is much better to have a small apartment in the right location than to have a big apartment at the wrong location. This should be a no-brainer, right? If you want to meet people, if you want to do stuff in the city, right? If you want to tackle the adventure, you need to be at the right spot. So this is the first thing, the most important thing. Choose the good location. Now, if you do not know how you can find that location, do research on the internet. Think about who you actually want to meet, what you actually want to do in that city, and then do research. Reddit, Google, AI, whatever it is, you need to find out that information. This is the most critical part, okay? So once you've gotten that, right, if you know where you want to go, then you look for an apartment or an Airbnb. And then once that has set in, then you go to the next step. Now, the next step is you want to build your ecosystem, right, around that area. Or you want to build that ecosystem around where you live. That can be the gym, that can be the supermarket, that can be whatever you need. Choose the right spots. Look at where the gyms are. Now, if you are a person that goes to the gym a couple times a week, which you should be one of those people anyway, but then choose the location where a gym is not too far. You don't want to create friction on your day-to-day life, right? What brings you near to the goal? You want to be in peak condition, right? You want to be healthy. So choose the right spot and then choose which gym you will go to. You need to have that planned out before you even step foot on the land, because then you can go straight after your goals, right? When you go to that location, when you move there, then you already know where the gym is. You already know where the supermarket is. Now, if you're like me, you kind of want that adventure, right? You don't want to be sure where everything is. You want to explore. But trust me, it is better to do your research and plan that stuff ahead, right? And then the next thing is choose the locations on where you can meet people, right? This is also one of the most critical parts. Like in my case, I knew that the people were chilling in the Marais. Okay, where are they chilling in the Marais, right? Marais is the area in Paris. Where are they chilling? Which bar are they visiting? Which clubs are they going to? All these things, you need to do research, and then you have to map everything out. You need to create your own plan, your own ecosystem. If you go to the gym, you know where to go. If you need to go, even if you need to get your groceries, you know exactly where to go. If you go to a bar, you know exactly where to go, and so on. So pretty straightforward. Plan everything out, know where you need to go, and then you start what we teach on this channel. And this is, you just go and socialize. You socialize, you try to meet as many people as possible, right? Strike up conversations every day. No headphones allowed in the first week. No headphones, no music in your ears. You just walk around and then you try to interact with all the people. You interact, you say hi, you say, can I lend a hand? Can I help you with something? Or if you see a mother carrying her stroller or whatever it is, you ask her to help her, right? You just interact with the surrounding. You try to implement yourself. You try to infiltrate the ecosystem of the city. And that's how you become part of the city. You need to avoid being the outsider who is looking in from the outside. The best way to avoid that is to crack that ecosystem, that you're a part of the city. And that means that you're part of the people. So meet as many people as you can. Interact with everything and everyone that you see in the city. And in no time, you will have so many leads, right? So many leads of potential, real nice relationships and friendships and all of that, career opportunities. Everything starts from there because now you're part of the city, part of the ecosystem, right? Now, if you want to join other people who are on the same pathway, you can join our free community for completely free. Link is in the description. And if you want my one-on-one guidance, you can book a free call. Link is also in the description. So always remember, blend in, stand out, and belong anywhere. Take care.